Well, Newsome, how are you even?
That's the story, boys.
How are you fixed?
Delighted now. Can't believe it, to be honest.
Big day, Derek. So tell us, you decided to, Wesley Keaton put up a car for sale a number of weeks or months ago. You decided you'd go and pick it up off him.
Yeah, well, I was kind of on the lookout for another car when I sold the twin cam that I was trying to build. And Wes sent me a message, says, sure, I'm only up the road, come down and have a look. And had me eye on another one as well. And just went down, met Wes, had a look, and I said, yeah, I'll chance that. Want to get back in the S body and the 180, and it seems to suit me. So,
and of course, that car has so much history, and such a capable car, even by today's standards. Maybe it doesn't have quite enough power to compete in pro, but certainly for the Pro-Am class, it seems to be very, very competitive.
Definitely, yeah. I know it doesn't have the power of some of the other lads out there, but she definitely, there's no lag in it. And just once you give it the right foot there, she's going ahead, and she's ready to keep up with the lads there. And I was on lads' back bumpers going in. I wasn't letting anyone away from me today. So.
And has Wes offered to buy the car back off you?
He did, yeah. He keeps texting me different offers now. I mightn't be out tomorrow yet if he makes it.
Hold out for a while. So, I mean, fair to say that luck was on your side quite a bit today. But at the same time, with such treacherous conditions and such a difficult track, a lot of the time, the important thing is just to keep yourself in the fight. Before we discuss today, I suppose I just want to take it back to maybe 12 months ago, where you were not so fortunate and having a lot of bad luck, and at times you were considering packing it in and giving up the sport. What's kept you in the sport, and what's kept you going, that you're finally kind of able to be here in this situation today?
Yeah, well, the chaser just wasn't really working for me. I was just pumping money into it, trying to make it better, and it was just never going to be an S body or anything like it. And I just got to say, I said, no, and try to get rid of this now and get something else. And so I got rid of the chaser, and I said I'd start building the twin cam, and just kept adding to it and adding to it. Bought a V8, and it was getting too expensive, and I was thinking I'll sell it on, I mightn't come back into it, take a year out. Then I obviously got talking to Wes, and I said, look, I'll give it a bash. I said, and it worked out for me anyway, I said,
paid off in the end.
Definitely, yeah.
So we often say about drifting that sometimes it always provides a fairy tale ending for people somewhere along the line. We've seen it in the past with guys, and just when they seem like their luck is down, all of a sudden they make it to the podium. But for you, you've made it to the top step of the podium. You held in there today through everything that the round threw at you. When other people were making mistakes, you didn't seem to get fazed by it, and you just clung on, and you battled all the way to the final and eventually taking the top spot. What was, I suppose, the most challenging aspect of the day for you?
I'd say the first battle, I said to the lads, look, I've qualified low, I'm in 29th. I said I go out, I have 2 more laps on the live stream. I get out there first day out in the car. So, again, Chris Burnett, he was well up there, and the rain was kind of coming down. Lads were saying it was dry, and I just said I'm going to stick to Chris. Whatever pace he goes in, I'm going to be right behind him. And I done that, and whether I pressured him into a mistake or not, I'm just not too sure. But he put 3 wheels off, and then after that, I said, well, if I can beat Chris, I can kind of beat anyone, So.
And that's it. I mean, coming up against a driver like Chris Burnett, who is contender for the championship, he qualified in 4th position today. He's off the back of a strong performance after making it into the pro section at round 2. You have to be surely. What's the mindset there? You're kind of feeling, I have a chance here today.
Yeah, well, this is it. I said, look, I've won a battle now, happy enough, and I'll just keep going. I was kind of getting low on tyres, and I was getting low on fuel, because obviously I hadn't planned on getting anywhere near as far as I did. And I was ringing everyone on the phone, was nearly dead, I was on 1%, and texting Dave Hobbs, like, any chance you have petrol here to pit lane? The pump was getting a bit noisy, I could be getting low, and just kept going. And I know people kept making mistakes, but at the end of the day, I was kind of consistent, steady on track, and followed people in with the wide line, and maybe forced those mistakes, or some more mechanical errors. But once I got to the top 4, I was through to tomorrow, and I said I don't care now. It's she's going for it now, and that's it. Just let her have it.
And I suppose, which means more to you, I can imagine the podium, and topping the podium is a massive deal for you. You've been involved in the sport for such a long time, but is that outweighed by qualifying into the main event tomorrow?
Yeah.
Would you trade it all for a top 16 appearance?
I probably would. I'd like to stand in front of the crowd tomorrow at the top 16 ceremonies, but it's just it's surreal still at the moment that I've actually have won it. I actually am. I honestly thought I'd never ever be out with the big boys on Sunday.
Kind of hasn't set in yet.
This is it, yeah. Around 12 o'clock at night now, I'll be staring at the scene going, jeez.
There'll be no partying tonight. It'll be an early one.
Exactly, yeah.
A warm cup of milk now before bed.
Yeah, hot whiskey, one or the other.
So tomorrow is a new day. You're going into tomorrow as the number one finisher. You're going to be, whatever happens, you're going to get to practice and go out and trade some paint with some of these guys from all around Europe. Who would you most like to battle from, say, our international stars?
I suppose Mitchell Arner over there, he had borrowed an alternator from me. I got him going at round one. He's just have to give him that back after going over back to Australia a few times. The Thunder from down under, as you call him.
That's it, yeah.
He's a lot more horsepower for me, but I'd like to go up against him and see how he got on. I'm sure now he'd probably wipe the floor with me, but we'd be out there and we'll try not to let them get away anyway, whoever I am up against, if I do get that far.
Look, Derek, massive congratulations today. It's a credit to you for sticking with the sport, even when at times it wasn't going your way, and you could have easily just as easily packed it in. It's a real credit to you for sticking with it. Excellent driving today. We wish you all the best tomorrow, and hopefully, you can maybe get yourself into a top 32, if not a top 16.
Exactly, yeah. We'll definitely try our best anyway.
Thanks for joining us.
Cheers. Thanks very much.